Okay, what about a TV show idea where there's like a couple of sons, maybe like 3, and they can't get a date and they're real desperate and like they pay OnlyFans models and like whatever, give chicks money, all this stuff, and you called it the Simpsons. Get it? Like, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I am Steven M. On your screen again. Thanks for stopping in. And today we got a show. Well, we got a show that's all about the Simpsons. That's what it is. All the Simpsons conspiracies, and not the old ones, not the ones that most of us have already seen. All new ones. Well, hopefully, maybe you've seen some of them, but they're newer to me, so hopefully they're newer to you. I don't know what's going on over on TikTok, but for some reason I'm just trying to find things, and they just keep showing me new stuff about the Simpsons. The Simpsons predicted this, and what's coming up with the Simpsons, and I don't know why they were doing that. They were really shoving this down my throat. No diddy. Either way, you'll never look at The Simpsons the same. Well, I don't even know who watches The Simpsons, to be honest. You'll never look at reality the same again. And we ain't gonna mess around. Do me a favor, sub up, sit on down, buckle up, and let's roll the footage.
Do you know the truth and prediction behind The Simpsons? Hello, I'm Homer J. Simpson. We are actually a form of presentation used by the elite to reveal future developments. We are produced in secret and presented to the public to disclose upcoming events. The creator of the animation, Matt Groening, is actually one of the members. They know everything, and all the events happening in front of you are planned according to their agenda. It's really crazy. Let me give you some verified examples. In Season 6, Episode 19, aired in 1995, Lisa dreams at the carnival of her fiancé talking to people using a device similar to the first-generation iPod, 5 years before the iPod was actually released.
That's kind of
In
dumb,
an episode
actually.
aired in 1997, our family bought a tourist guide about New York during a trip. Lisa holds the magazine, and on the cover of the magazine, next to the Twin Towers, there's a large number 9, symbolizing September, for years before the event. In Season 10, Episode 2, aired in 1998, we introduced a new character, an inventor named Homer, who wrote the equation for predicting the God particle on the blackboard. It wasn't until 2012 that the Higgs boson was confirmed by physicists, with an error in particle mass calculations of only 1/billionth. We have predicted at least 32 well-known and confirmed personalities and events, such as the invention of the shard, Kobe Bryant crashes, and more. You may know more prophecies.
Okay, we cannot confirm if what he said in the beginning there is true, but who knows the truth? Why or how do they confirm, or not confirm, but predict, I guess predict, so many things that happen? The 9/11 thing, that whatever that math equation was, it's mind-blowing, and there's so many of them, so I just, that seemed like a nice introductory of where this video is gonna go.
Here are some of the Simpsons predictions for 2024. So we all know that in the past, the Simpsons have dropped predictions that have proved to be very accurate. But here's what they have to say about the year 2024. So first off is Trump's 2024 presidential campaign. In this episode from 2015, you can see Homer flying past the sign that says Trump 2024. And this was actually before Trump was ever president. Next up is virtual reality food. In this episode, Homer and Marge are eating virtual fudge. And this is through a straw on the back of their virtual reality headsets. Now you may think that there's no way that this is possible, but there's actually a company that's working on this right now. The company's called Aero Banquets RMX, and they're all about eating in the digital world. Next up is World War III. In this episode from 1987, Homer keeps pranking his family with World War III scares. He would keep waking them up, asking them to go into the shelter as if the world was gonna end.
Well, okay, I don't know if we're confirming their predictions, but I did not know there's a company working on having people eating digital food. I know I'm not going to be part of it because I'm not going into the metaverse or putting on those little goggles or none of it at all. But like, how would you eat? It's the only way the Matrix would work. So if you eat in the digital world, you're getting nutrients and feeling. This is how this goes. You end up with more questions than answers, because that makes no sense to me. But all right, I guess get ready to fill up on some nice digital nutrients, folks.
The Simpsons predicted the Balenciaga show, and it actually happened a few weeks ago. It's pretty scary. They
That's
also
so
predicted
weird.
Queen Elizabeth's death and other big events coming in 2024. So, make sure to watch until the end to be ready for whatever comes next. The first prediction was about the Balenciaga show. You can see Sherry and Terry wearing black dresses that look just like the ones in the real Balenciaga show. Homer and Marge Simpson also wore the same clothes in the series as in the show. The second prediction is really spooky. It's about Queen Elizabeth's death. In the show, they even got the exact day right, which actually happened in real life on September 8, 2022. Now, on to the scariest prediction yet. In a season 24 episode, Homer rushes to prepare a bunker as a huge solar storm heads our way. This storm causes chaos and shuts down everything. With no internet or power, people scramble to stay safe. NASA found a massive hole on the sun, called a coronal hole, which is sending solar storms hurtling towards Earth at super fast speeds. If this prediction comes true, we could be in for a major global disaster. Don't forget to save the video so you can check later if the predictions were right.
They found the sun's cornhole? Oh no! What? And it's shooting full of solar flares out its cornhole. We're up against it, folks. Sometimes I think maybe the Simpsons do things and then like the real thing imitates it just to mess with us, like the Balenciaga thing. Like maybe they're like, you know what we'll do? We'll do exactly what they did just to mess with people. But the Queen's dead, unaliveness. You can't. I mean, they could. Okay, they could make that date happen, but let's assume they didn't. How they do it, folks. That's crazy. Utter madness. It is utter madness. Okay, this one, I have my doubts if it's real. I don't know. That feels like it could be the fake Simpsons. The fake Simpsons? Faked? I don't know. Somewhat like the animation. I don't know. I didn't confirm it. Maybe I should have. But like, if that's real, that's insane. And if it isn't real, then somebody's an asshole. That's what. It's that simple.
I didn't know you budgied. I want to live. No, you're too heavy. It's a glandular problem. More like Chuds. Mole people.
There is no escape from the fortress of the moles. No, except that.
That's crazy. Sometimes I think it's a stretch how they equate it to certain things, because whatever, he went down in a sewer and there was mole people, and we're just gonna say, well, that must have been the tunnels that a couple great people dug for very good reasons. Could it be? Maybe. Could it not be? Definitely that too. You tell me. You tell me what you think, because I don't know. Sometimes I'm all in, sometimes I'm all out, sometimes I don't know. So essentially, in a nutshell, I don't know, is what it comes down to. seen Terminator. Like, why are we doing this? Can we not be doing this? What's wrong with him? I'm not a robot. Oh, he's a robot and he pushed it. The robot pushed it. We're done. The robots are liars. The robots can lie. Oh, we're done for. It's entrapment. You know, you should be able to ask a robot, are you a robot? And it's got to tell you. You know, just like all kinds of people. You know, they say if you ask like an undercover cop, are you a cop? And if it's not, it's entrapment. I heard that's total bullshit. I always thought it was probably bullshit anyways. But like the robot thing, why are we even asking? If a robot can lie, we're doomed. I'm telling you, like, why? Why are we making this stuff? We, as if, no, it ain't me. Why are they making this stuff? It's not, they already are mad about overpopulation. So like, why don't they just utilize the people and quit making robots and have the people do the stuff you need the robots to do? How about that? That's how it's been forever anyways. That's how factories operate. People and machines. Is it that comes down to people are lazy? People are, oh, money. Why am I asking dumb questions? Money. It'll cost a lot of money for robots too, wouldn't it? I don't know. It's all a little much is what it is.
The Simpsons movie told you that we live under a dome, and I'm going to show you how true that is. Here's another video of The Simpsons showing you that we live under the dome or the firmament, and that there is waters above the firmament. See, he cracked the sky and the waters come down from above. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. Genesis 1:7. This is why our skies are blue. This is why we can see the moon, and we can see blue behind the moon. Think about this. We can see blue behind the moon, but the moon is supposed to be way out in outer space. It doesn't make sense. The moon is within the firmament.
Is crazy.
All of our ancient ancestors knew that we live under the firmament. I used to see this all the time when I lived out west. The sun is reflecting off all sides of the firmament, just like you see up top here. Here's the place where the sun never sets. You can see it 24 hours a day because the sun is rotating around our stationary, non-rotating Earth. I'm going to show you here a rocket that they try to send into space hits the firmament. I'm going to cut this video up. Here's the second part. You can see how flat the horizon stays the whole entire time. And here's the third part of it smashing into the firmament because we can't go past it. The fact that we cannot replicate rainbows inside without some sort of a prism means that they are reflecting off the firmament. A double rainbow is even more evidence of this because the double rainbow's colors are actually inverted from these ones, which only means it is reflecting off something. I am literally just scratching the surface on all the evidence there is that we live under God's firmament. If you want me to make more videos on this, let us know in the comments down below. Peace and love.
Well, he kind of trailed off from the Simpsons thing there, but boy, did he have a point or what? I mean, geez Louise. Like, I kind of don't understand the water thing so much, how water is space, but I definitely always have thought, like, why can't you see through the moon and see blue? Like, what sense does that make? I still don't know. But like, he explained it, I guess. So then I've said it before, I can't believe he didn't bring it up. The Simpsons movie's about being in a dome. I mean, and then they just want to get out of the dome. They're making a Simpsons movie, Simpsons 2 movie right now, which I'm like, oh God, what's it even gonna be about? What's it gonna be about? Especially now that everyone's all on the Simpsons about predictions. Is this gonna be a big psyop and like, something to scare us to death. Something to scare us. I mean, South Park already did a movie about the apocalypse in World War III at once. One of the funniest movies of all time. And so like, I don't think they'd make the same movie, which would be worst case scenario. And seemingly where we're heading, it's probably going to be about global warming and how bad it is and how we're going to get flooded. And that'll end up being biblical and Noah will get involved and it'll be a whole thing. Simpsons Noah. That's what it's going to be.
What is The Simpsons trying to tell us now?
What are they trying to tell us? Oh, man. This one scares the shit out of me. I'll tell you what. Exactly. A bad haircut. Oh, he got it. Oh, they wouldn't even know how to write. They're not gonna know. If you have a corded hedge trimmer, there you go. Corded hedge trimmer. Have some respect. This is just kind of funny, actually. I mean, we kind of get where we're going. There's the dome I just spoke about. Well, I mean, I'm not assuming what they were getting at is where the grid's gonna go down. I don't know what that flash was all about. Are they saying it's gonna be from a comet? Or the upcoming eclipse that they're scaring the daylights out of us about? Everybody look, oh, the eclipse, and they're letting the kids out of school, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what? Whatever, dude. At this point, whatever. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, that way that zapped across all the people. If you remember, if you've seen Terminator 2, and if you haven't, do yourself a favor and get that done real quick. Well, not like right now, after this video though. Do that, and it's like, shows like a whoosh across the land, and it turns to like, well, like the apocalypse looking thing, because it's after the war and this, that, and it's one of the greatest movies ever, hands down. Hands down, Terminator 2 is one of the greatest movies ever. If it becomes a reality, not that great. But as far as just a movie, top notch. 2 thumbs up from Cisco and Ebert.
Did the Simpsons predict it again? Have you noticed that networks are not working so well lately? Cell phones,
I have noticed.
Wi-Fi, people running to stock, more and more food for disasters, bankers being built.
Well, that's not the Simpsons.
Do you have the feeling that something is going on?
Yes.
Like that feeling that,
Look at
something is coming.
What's up with all those cans?
Do you? Because I do.
Is this an ad all of a sudden? I think I got duped a little bit. Oh, shocker. What's the beef about? What's the beef? What's all the beef about? Like, I thought, like, she was making a good point. Like, hey, don't you think this is a little weird? Like, the cell phones keep not working and whatever's going on. The Wi-Fi was down, Instagram was down, and Facebook was down. All these little things, and they're talking about the grid all the time. I mean, so yeah, and the Simpsons having their thing was like crazy. Where was she going with that? She just there, overly exposed for no good reason, and it turns into like, hey, look, show you a little bit of cans, and then here's some canned goods. How about you buy some? It didn't say it was an ad, but I feel like it was an ad, indirectly. But stocking up ain't a bad idea, so be prepared if you can. That is wild. Obviously, some of those were already seen. It's a quick little compilation. I only left it in there because some of those weren't seen earlier. The 9/11 photo right there. I don't know why they didn't show that in the beginning one. Is that not the craziest thing ever? Like, I don't know why people aren't trying to make somebody explain why that exists. Just why, you know? That looks like a robot.
Miroir, dis-moi qui est le plus beau, quitte à devenir mégalo.
That looks like a robot of Donald Trump. That doesn't even See? Robot Trump. Like the Balenciaga thing, though. Wonder if maybe the Simpsons already... Why they predicted him to being president, I don't know. That's insane. But maybe they did the escalator thing in the Simpsons already when they said he'd be president for whatever reason. Or like, let's do that again to mess with the weirdos. Or not even weirdos. Everybody. The people. The people.
Have you seen this picture of Donald Trump's character on The Simpsons laying dead in a casket? After Trump contracted the coronavirus, many people started sharing this image, claiming that the show predicted he would die. The Simpsons has a reputation for predicting the future, but this is one prediction they never made.
Say what?
That image is not from any episode of The Simpsons. It's fan-made and is believed to have originated on 4chan. Someone photoshopped Trump from a short entitled Trumptastic Voyage into the coffin used in a promo image for Season 19, Episode 8, Funeral for a Fiend. Cineflex concludes this case as fake.
Well, I'm kind of glad they showed that and did that, because I have seen that before. I'm like, what? That's probably what's going to happen. And that would make so much sense if the puppet masters control the world, took Trump out. You want to make a country hopeless, because so much of the country is thinking Trump's going to save them. Nobody in the government's going to save you, or anybody. That's for sure. Themselves. That's for sure. But a lot of people hanging their hats on Trump saving the country. They take him out. Where's your hope now? What's that movie, 28 Days Later? Was that 28 Days of Night? Whatever it was. Where's your God now? What it's gonna be like they take out Trump. You know, hopefully not. Hopefully things work out, but hey, I wouldn't count on it.
Episode Mark to the Future takes place in the year 2030, and given that Lisa is president, that would mean that she won the election in 2028. As Bart is visiting his sister in the White House, you could overhear her talking with her associates as she says, I quote, "As you know, we've inherited quite the budget crunch from President Trump." Given that Lisa would have won in 2028 and is talking about the budget crunch she inherited from the previous president in Trump, that would mean that he won the 2024 election.
So weird thing about that one, because so many people already thought that it was going to be Kamala, because she had the same outfit as Kamala. And if, Biden ends up not alive, then there we go. It makes perfect sense. But I don't even think Joe Biden's alive now. If I'm being honest, I have my doubts. And if he is, I don't know where he's at, not doing the show or running the show. But maybe they decided this President Kamala thing ain't gonna work out at all. So I don't know. It's more of the land of confusion.
Any other cuckoo yip yap?
Oh, here's one.
This is crazy.
Great plan.
Texas Red Angus, flying them 7,000 miles to Israel.
Who is?
Many evangelicals believe these red heifers will usher Christ's second coming. Ceremony could take place any day.
Rapture isn't coming. There haven't been any ominous signs.
Oh, goodness. What? I told you about this eclipse. And so you think the whale was a metaphor for the apocalypse? You think a whale was this a metaphor for the moon in the eclipse? So you had it flying overhead. It's like, boom, it's going to block something out. I mean, I don't even really know. But I think you should probably go get yourself a steak and repent. And if you're not baptized, get baptized. I'll see you there. This is the one I'm waiting for.
Take a good look at your beloved candidates. They're nothing but hideous space reptiles. It's true. We are aliens. But what are you going to do about it? It's a two-party system.
The sad part is it could happen just like that. What are you going to do about it? And the answer is nothing. because we don't do anything about anything. Realistically, a couple people tried in a random January a couple years ago when they were demonized and ostracized and thrown under jails for almost nothing. And so that was, you know, there's you better learn a lesson, you little brats. That's what happened. So if aliens ended up being in two-parters, they'd be like, yeah, all right, which alien you want? You're like, oh, shit. So there's something to think about moving forward when they just be like, yeah, it's two random aliens. Figure it out. Let me know which alien. Let me know if you'd vote for an alien. How about that? I'm gonna wrap this video because that was enough right there. So thank you for watching. If you never hit the sub button, do me a favor and hit the sub button. And if you liked the video, go ahead and like the video. If you didn't like the video, just keep it moving because I don't want no beef with you. That's all, folks.